All right, welcome back to Everyone Needs an Aquarius. We back in the building, man. We're now remote again.
I know.
Shout out to everybody that showed us love from the last episode. Shout out to everybody that was debating about Halle Berry and Catwoman.
Look, we're not.
I didn't know that it was this big of a deal with Halle Berry being Catwoman. Some people were there like, Catwoman woman that bad. I'm like, y'all are. Then what? Why did the movie didn't make no money then? If all these people claim the movie was good,
like I told you, I went to see it. We went to the theaters, went to the Esquire to see it. But I told you how bad it was. It was so bad that you didn't want to that you did want to walk out. It was that bad. And maybe if I see it with adult eyes, I'll feel different, but I don't think I will. I'm not wasting my life in doing that.
No, why would we waste our time with that?
Yo, also, we were talking, me and a girlfriend were talking about surviving Diddy and all this different things that be happening.
Oh, we gotta get surviving Diddy topic. Keep going.
Well, it's not a full topic, but
do I need to put the timestamp so I could put in my stuff?
I mean, she just was saying that
don't give me an excuse. I'll put it in.
When she read it, she was like, "Yeah, that's that shit. Yeah, y'all was talking about a long time ago." And I'm like, "See,
Diddy's kind of calmed down on you." So we're going.
She told me somebody that was on the casting couch. I'll text.
With Diddy?
No.
Oh, I was like, I got to timestamp this so I could put it in our music.
No.
If it was that way, hold on. Am I going to be upset?
I don't think you'll be surprised.
But will I be upset though?
No.
Like, will I be like, damn?
Honestly, no. I don't think you. I think you're not gonna feel anything.
Oh, that isn't. Yeah, I'm not surprised that isn't.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think you're gonna be surprised at all.
I wouldn't even call it a casting couch. I could see them just kicking it, like them two. Like,
you know what? Honestly, truly, yeah, for sure.
Like, it's not like Harvey Weinstein with somebody. You're like, but I can see them two like, oh, we kicking it. We go out to eat every now and then, and then we do whatever.
Yeah, and then even when we were talking about what the topic on our show, she was like, "Oh yeah, that's like a known thing though, like known." So I was like, "Oh wow, I didn't know."
Yo, it's interesting. Dang. So that same person has a kid. Hold on.
You texting it to me?
Yeah.
I love this. Like
people would be like, "What the hell are you doing?"
Oh wow.
Obviously the second person that you told me does but
this person has a kid by the man that I said, right?
Yes.
But which girls? Can you text me that name? I know it's not the one that played Nettie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, obviously not Whitney with Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
cool.
But I'm adding something else here. Jonathan Majors, real quick.
Okay. Let's talk about
it. Yeah. I forget, man. It hit me then. I don't know if he's brilliant or if he has the worst PR person in the business right now.
Listen, you know my theory. I think his whole team needs to be wiped out. Taraji did her team, right? I think
the lawyers. We already talked about the legal team. Everybody.
We didn't talk about the legal team. Or when I saw that, I said, "What is his team telling him to do?" I'm like, "Yo, you gotta chill. You gotta chill because you're too pressed, and it's coming across as thirsty and desperate. And you still got money. Yeah, you had to pay your legal team and all this stuff, and you got dropped. So I know shit is bleak right now. I know. Go do your Tyler Perry movies and chill the fuck out. And You know what I told you. I got a whole theory. Y'all already know. I said it here first that I believe that Jonathan Majors and Megan Good was talking. That was who he was texting when the girl, confronted him about texting somebody and wanting to break up or whatever. I think that's who he was on. I think based on even him even saying that bullshit to her, I want you to be Coretta Scott King, and then him circling back to that bullshit about Megan Good. I think that he always kind of, well, I'm not going to say always kind of, I'm going to say he probably always is attracted and wanted to date black women, but some black women probably, and maybe the ones that he was approaching was like, nigga, you corny, like you a thespian. What the fuck does that mean? Not saying that, like, you know what I mean? Like you're in the theater program at fucking Yale.
Yeah.
Like, and like,
Yale is in the hood though.
What
it's
university?
Gun Wave in New Haven, Connecticut. They call it Gun Wave in New Haven.
Look.
So even worse then, because there was some hood chicks up in New Haven that was not checking for him.
So he is like, yo, my name Jonathan Majors now. I got a little bag. I'm gonna give me a black.
This is what I've been waiting my whole life.
I have arrived. And I really believe that. Now he got to stop saying this Coretta Scott King.
That's exactly what I like.
We over it. It's not a term of endearment. It's not flattery, and also it's like we also know what Coretta Scott King went through. Is that
we're not gonna do this again? We're not gonna do this again. Nope.
No, I didn't. No. Listen, I'm not talking the shit. Okay. I am keeping it a buck. That's just what it is. It's not like, we just go together. It don't gotta be all of that. I appreciate you. I love you. I care for you. I've been holding you down. Because nothing else makes sense for her to be going to court with him like that. Because it's not like, and he was going to A-list, right? So it doesn't, even in this is not beneficial for her. Yeah, people mentioning your name, but I'm sure because of who you affiliated with, they not calling. No tea, no shade.
All right, so I'm putting in a picture in there for you into our chat. I would like you to pull up. So maybe we're wrong here a little bit with your original assessment.
Okay.
That's his daughter.
I forgot he had a kid. No. That still does not mean like, can we? Okay. I can't say that. I can't say that because you know what I want to say.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Niggas do it all the time. White men do it all the time. They all do it. They want better than what they had.
Mm-hmm.
And just think about it. How old is that girl? And how old is he? Because he's not my age. He's younger than me.
Maybe he's like 34 or something like that.
I thought he was younger than that, but he just looked older in the face.
I mean, looks like a civil rights league. 34.
Oh wow. Okay, he was born in 90.
89. So
89. Mm-hmm. I was like 89. I thought about it first. I was like, Listen, y'all know math ain't mine.
Yeah, Virgo too. He's 2 days before his birthday.
Y'all know how I feel about them people. Let me tell you something real quick. So we all have family members that we don't fuck with.
Yeah,
right.
Cool. Yeah.
So I'm very firm on my boundaries. And when I tell my family that I'm coming in town, I have a rider of what I can and cannot have, who cannot.
A rider
who cannot come around, what needs to be in your house, what I can and cannot eat, because I got allergies.
Mm-hmm.
And this particular trip, I had to see 2 people that triggered me. And mainly, now I want to call my mama out, because the first time, Well, no, because I was surprising her. So I'm not gonna put that on her. But what I really want to say, and the family has to speak up and say something. But nobody, everybody be like, oh, I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. No, let's keep that shit real. This person makes you uncomfortable. Blah 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 blah. Ultimately, so the first time. But when we had that fried rice party, why the fuck did you call that person over there?
Ooh. Yeah.
And see, had I not gone, and you like, parents don't ask people to do things for them like that. Our parents' generation, it's just like you have to do something, and I don't. And that's also normally part of my writer. Like, don't ask me to run no favors. I'm not an errand person. You figure it out. There are delivery services available to you. I'm on vacation, so I'm at the museum trying to see the hip hop exhibit. And you like, when am I coming over with the rice? And I was like, I already had plans to go to the museum. And you was like, so when I went, they was like, oh, she came in to pay for it. So why didn't you go pick it up? I know y'all gonna call me ungrateful in the comments. No, it's about just asking. It's if it's cool. So you making plans, like, what happened had I not been able to go? Because Nelly wasn't feeling good. She wasn't going.
Oh, so you was gonna be isolated.
Yeah, I was just like, girl. But then I had to see another cousin. So then when I saw the cousin, that's my uncle. Yeah, I don't be fucking with my uncles. I don't fuck with uncles on my daddy's side either. Anyway, but so I see this cousin that's on my dad's side, and she says, like, well, I mean, I know you don't like me, but here's a hug. Bitch, why you touching me? And why would you say that before you touch me? So that's it. That was my St. Louis trip. I had a great time with you, and I love you, and I love you. And Doja. That's my first time meeting Doja in real life, and Sleepy.
That's crazy though.
Yeah. Nice
that's
guy.
Crazy with that long.
Yeah, it's crazy. But the social media makes the world seem even smaller. So no. We just became Facebook friends.
Damn. But I mean, but with the Jonathan Major thing, this Coretta Scott King thing, though,
you gotta stop.
But he's now making. But he also, the reason I said he's kind of a genius was he kind of boxed in, making good, and not be able to break up with him for a while.
And make sure it's not there anymore.
Through it all, Major's new girlfriend, actress Megan Good, has remained by his side, even present for our interview. How would you describe your relationship?
Well, she's an angel. She's held me down like a Coretta, you know? I'm so blessed to have her, you know? The relationship is still fresh, but, you know, I think I found her.
Why would you say that?
It was, I don't know, it was kind of brilliant because he looked over at her too, and then they had the camera show her. Oh, you haven't seen the interview?
She looking like this.
Yeah, because he looking like, and she just held me down, and she ain't going nowhere, just like Coretta.
And he know what he mean by that, though. Like, the niggas that know, we know, and we know what he mean by that. That's not okay.
Yeah, but it's okay though. We're not gonna litigate this again because it's okay. For that man, Martin Luther the King, it was okay. I'm perfectly fine with him. With much as he did for us as black people, I have no problem with him having a white woman on the side. Never, no problem for me. I got
problems with that. I got problems with, you see, and I wholeheartedly understand how.
Okay, I've been getting dogs bit at me, water hoses, stomped on, spit at. What's wrong with me having a little white woman back in my crib at the Lorraine Hotel? Allegedly, it was white woman there before he got shot. That's allegedly, supposedly.
See, don't allegedly. Come on here with that bullshit, Daryl. I'm not doing this. No. Cut it out. Hold on. Nope.
Hold on. So you gonna stop?
No. What about what's best for me? And there are some things that I just don't want to know.
And that's one of them, huh?
No.
All right. Look, hey, I'm not trying to steal nobody's joy. You know, I'm not trying to steal
Like
nobody's
I'm
joy.
a huge. I used to check out this Martin Luther King book at Washington Montessori all the fucking time. You're not doing this. Our friend Martin, man, that cartoon.
Yeah. Hey, I'm just
Sometimes I think sometimes it's okay to be ignorant to some things. Just like I am okay with that. And now don't taint my view of this man even more. And I
I'm not
understand.
tainting it. Why am I? Wait, that's not tainted. How is that tainted?
I want to know that.
But why would it be tainted?
My interpretation of that day, he was kicking at the Rain Hotel, motel, kicking it with his homeboys, kicking back a 40. Okay, like nigga shit. And then you was getting ready to go do what you was doing. And
Well, I
then,
mean, but I'm gonna be honest with everybody. I'm halfway joking. It's halfway rumor with that. But he was out there smoking a cigarette, though. You know that, right? Like he stepped out to smoke a cigarette and talk.
I thought we all knew that he smoked though.
I know, no, but he was literally
Yeah.
out there smoking a cigarette, like just you know, just chopping it up and talking.
Okay.
Like on some regular stuff. Like I would like, man, what we I was gonna say something. What time they gonna be back tomorrow? I was gonna say what time they gonna be back tomorrow. Hey Jesse, what time they supposed to be back tomorrow? Bah, bah. Oh.
This hey man, that nigga birthday next week, dog.
I know
Chill.
this is right at pointing.
Chill, bro.
Hey, look, no, seriously though. But Jonathan Majors, I might cut out the other part earlier. Y'all might not even hear it because I just realized that his birthday is next week. I can't be that flagrant.
Yeah, cut it.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut it. I'm about to cut it.
You ain't gonna cut it. It's fine. It's fine. Y'all not gonna cancel me. That Daryl said that, not me. Nobody.
No, but Jonathan Majors got to stop this thing with Coretta Scott King, man.
Dude,
because he's dumbing her down to just being a woman that just was behind Martin. We forget that she was an opera singer herself. She was doing, you know, she was holding down her own stuff as well that she was doing. And he's reducing her to just being a woman and just behind her man all the time.
Yeah.
And he's also reducing Megan Good to that as well.
Yeah.
In happenstance.
Oh, nigga. That's what I said when people don't understand the plight.
Oh man. So this 21 Savage movie featuring Donald Glover. Is this I mean, it's called American Dream. Is this
wait? No, let me cut you off there, friend.
Okay.
I don't want to hear shit if that motherfucker don't have a British accent in that first part of that movie. I want childhood. I want.
Well, it's the kid from What is playing him. The kid from Stranger Things playing him as a kid.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna need a British accent.
But he's a good actor. He's a good actor too. He might. Look.
Listen, because we was all shocked when that nigga got caught up with ICE, and we was like, ICE.
Yeah.
When I first got here, they didn't give me a name. Just number 21.
That's it. That's your name. Savage 21.
21 Savage.
21 Savage.
Yeah.
I like that.
And then you find out that he British. So I'm gonna need it all. Like if you gonna give it to me, give it to me. Give it to me.
But is this a real thing? Like, it's a part of me feels like this is something they came up with to troll us, like Atlanta or something. Like when you were watching Atlanta, the episode where Paperboy was on the talk show, and it was and the commercials were the commercials they made, and you like,
yes.
Huh. I watched it live, and I really did like.
I was confused.
Yeah, because at first it was like because the first one was a car commercial.
Yep.
And I was like, huh. They really getting real diverse with the commercial here.
We thought
and it was the one I got it when they went to the Swisher Sweets commercial. That's when I was like, okay, because Swisher Sweet, because you can't you can't advertise tobacco on like advertising on TV. So I knew then. Tobacco companies can't advertise on like that's why you hardly see the posters as much. They can't like straight advertise like billboard.
No, you know what? I forgot that law. Cause I do remember the Marlboro Man and all that stuff. So dang, why it's never even because I'm not a smoker, so it doesn't.
Yeah, but that's when it hit me like this is not real because you can't do commercials.
I don't think I even really paid attention to that. It was what happened at the gas station commercial. Everything else, it kind of just went over me. But no, they got that. Okay, what news show was 21 Savage on? And he's like his teeth look weird, his hair is wild, but then they have Childish Gambino reenacting that in one of the. Like it doesn't make sense, and then
we're getting trolled, man. Like I'm not gonna believe it until I see it really come out.
And it's gonna come out in theaters. That's the other thing that doesn't make sense. This is totally an FX type of movie. I'm going to see it. I'll tell you that because I know this is good. I know it's gonna be like something where it's like it's annoying,
like a satire flip of something. Like in it because this makes no sense.
Man, none. That was not on my radar, my calendar, my forefront. You know what's right here?
The cross, right here? The cross that's on 21 Savage.
Have you ever been swallowed? Have you been swallowed? I keep saying it.
Yo, so only thing I'm wondering if it was a troll job, a long-term troll, is because he got that Mr. and Mrs. Smith coming out too. They did it.
Yeah,
they just dropped the poster for that,
and I don't think we wanted that either. I went to see like the Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie one, probably at the Esquire. But I think Childish Gambino, I think Donald Glover is very, very talented. I think he's so talented.
It's a TV series. That's not even a film.
It's
Mr. and Mrs. Smith is a TV series.
That's what I thought. I was like, I thought that was a show. But that trailer that you sent me today was for sure. It said this summer in the theaters.
Yeah, it's an Independence Day.
Listen, if this real, I'm gonna need to be on the red carpet doing interviews or something. Like, who do I need to call to make this happen? Because this is wild. Confusion.
I'm super confused with this, but I'm somewhat intrigued though. Like, what would make him? Yeah, like I feel like I'm gonna be pissed, but I want to know. Like, it's like I'm like, what is so intriguing about 21 Savage's life that he would want to portray him?
Because he's from Britain, and how you get here, what happened.
We haven't got an Idris Elba story.
No, it's different. Niggas did not know this nigga was a part of the fucking Boston Tea Party type shit. Like you came in, infiltrate, and you end up in Atlanta. Like a lot of people that come from Britain, like they don't end up there first. Atlanta, like how you get there, like that is the intriguing thing. Like, it's still shocking to me that this nigga is from. He look. Y'all be talking about plants, and y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop commenting under people's pictures that shit and harassing people, and it's not okay. I told you yesterday. I came across Kevin Hart post, and it's all this industry plant. Dude, y'all corny. Y'all got to get a life. But back to 21 Savage. Dude. Like, what if he grew up like in Brixton, and then from there something happened, and then he had to flee the country?
I think he did grow up in Brixton. Not Brixton, like somewhere like that.
I was just throwing shit out there. Or he could be from Leeds, and then next thing you know, something happens and shit pops off, and then he has to flee the country, and he ends up in Atlanta, of all places, because he's like nigga Mecca. You know what I'm saying?
The one thing I will say is this music video or song for the movie definitely gives you the old school vibe of how music videos used to be for a movie.
Okay.
Where like they slicing in parts of the movie here. It looks like, and parts of stuff with 21 Savage in it, talking to. That's what I'm saying. This is an album rollout for the 21 Savage, and it's not a movie.
Also, yes, because don't forget, people thought him and Drake was gonna be on the cover of Vogue, and that wasn't real, and they had that planet everywhere, and Condé Nast had to send him a cease and desist. So maybe it is something in collaboration with like an album, and maybe him or they could be working all on a project together.
I think this is an album rollout thing.
Okay. And maybe Donald Glover is producing the album,
or helping him, or just he just asked them just to play him for the for it's not even the move for these parts for my music videos.
Make sure you clip this one up, because now you got me thinking.
It's that 21 Savage film is a musical rollout. It's a rollout.
It doesn't make sense. But also, like you said, I mean, if it's real, y'all better give us something that happened overseas, because I don't want to hear nothing else. I want to hear the backstory first, and then how this motherfucker ended up in Atlanta.
I mean, in this music video, they show him in Britain. They show like the kid in Britain and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I want. So I want to know what happened, how you ended up here, and how you in trouble with ICE, where you almost got deported.
Like, this is
it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Like, this doesn't make any sense.
Like, it looked like they trolling us. That's the craziest part of it all. Because like Donald Glover, I don't follow him. Hold on.
He hardly ever posts, I believe. He one of the people that never post for real.
I mean, it's on his page. He did post it.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but what was his previous post before that? How long ago was it?
November 28, 2023.
Yeah, so he posts once a month, maybe.
Yeah, every other month. Cause I'm like, and then you got the dude from that play Will from Fresh Prince. Is that supposed to be Metro Boomin?
Oh, dang, I ain't even think about that. Cause he in there saying like your name should be you 21.
21. It should be Savage 21. And he said, nah, 21 Savage. And he was like, yeah. Like something is, we're here to uncover this.
We gotta, this has gotta happen. This has gotta, yeah. This is a troll job or album rollout.
Wait. Okay. It say American Dream, the album Friday, like you said. That come out Friday.
It's a rollout. This is a rollout.
Yeah.
This is an album rollout.
It got Gail Bean in this other clip that's on his page. Because this a different preview than the one you sent me. And it say in theaters, Independence Day, and then say the music roll out Friday.
I'm interested what we'll see on Friday. Friday, I wonder if we'll see and then be like, oh no, Independence Day is something else coming out.
Dude.
And you know what? If this is not a troll job, this actually may be brilliant because everybody is trying to figure out what's going on with this.
Yeah. And it's like he started.
They got credible actors in here. This is not no bootleg production. They got, like you said, Gail Bean. They got Caleb McLaughlin, Donald Glover.
This is crazy. Let me look on IMDb.
That's what I was looking. That's what I was just. I was looking that up now.
Because just something doesn't seem real. It's a full cast and crew. 2024, 13 hours ago. The cast got 10 people. Natasha Lyonne,
Oh
Victoria
man, because
Pedretti,
Charles Brothers
Chad
directed it.
Lindbergh, Caleb McLaughlin, Young Mazzino,
And what you call
JLB,
his brother
Jabari
is
Banks, 21 Savage, and Drewski in it.
and 21 and it's Donald Glover's little brother is directing it. Stephen
Wow.
Glover.
Yeah, wow.
Hey, I'm not gonna front. I don't really like none of the young cats with his rappers, but it's something that's very, very delightful about 21 Savage. I like him and I like hearing his voice on songs.
Oh yeah, like I listen.
He's a very likable rapper.
He's a likable person. There's something there.
And I think it's a humble, not necessarily humbleness, but maybe humbleness.
He
Humbleness
seems like relatable.
There we go, relatable and just like
next door.
Just regular chill
that
dude.
nigga in some shit, but he always speak to you. He always look out. Hey, the motherfuckers in our backyard. Like he seemed like that. But even when I told you when I went to see Drake in 21 this summer, 21 Savage lit that motherfucker up, and he only performed for about 20 minutes.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. So I don't know why they was trying to say it was like a tour where it was both of them. He was literally a special guest, and he did like maybe about 12 minutes, and then they performed some of their songs.
I'm Doja. They sleep. Yeah, we part of Just Posted Podcast, man. The best show on this network. Come on, check, girl.
Seriously, man. Just Posted. It's just me and Doja sitting back talking about what the fuck going on in the world and the streets.
We said labor of love. He said labor of love. I ain't say that shit. Shout out to, you know what I'm saying, everybody coming to watch, though, man. We really appreciate y'all. Holla at y'all later.
Hey, man, this nigga just tall for no reason.
I'm gone.
And he do regular jobs. Don't forget that.
And that was it.
That's
I don't know. Because I was sitting there, I was like, so is 21 Savage not gonna come out? And it was like later part of the show. Because apparently they started late. And I guess went over. I don't know. But yeah, he barely was out there. Because I hit my homeboy up. And I was like, oh shit, like I saw that you was there, whatever. I was like, nigga, did 21 Savage only perform like 20 minutes? And he was like, shit, nigga, if that.
Oh, dang.
But
right, well, man, this some other things I'm confused about is this documentary on Netflix, Bitconned or Bitconned. For those that have not seen it, it is the story of it's a story of this guy named Ray Trapani, Sora Sarma, and what they call him, Sora or something like that, and their semi-second partner, Robert Farkas. These cats basically created a whole company because they were already kind of like con artists, kind of dudes selling drug stuff back where they from. And they're just kind of rich upper middle class kids, that working upper middle class kids. They go to Miami. They just trying to make a quick lick. Originally, they was just trying to hit a quick lick and just get some money. They created a whole website, a whole company based off of another company site that was doing something similar in Singapore, basically where you can convert your Bitcoin into direct dollars and use a credit card or use a swipe to be able to use it in real time. It was their concept, but it doesn't exist. So they made up a company, everyone in it, and people start investing. So they actually started trying to run a real company, got office space, they got everything. They hired people. People thought they were actually working on a real app. All these different things, and it was all a fraud.
Yeah. It was a lot.
Ray Trapani, man, he's a piece of shit for real.
He is shitty. And also, don't forget that even before that, they had like a luxury rental car company and then left like the Latino dude hanging, and left him hanging where I mean, I think that's still a thing, but they just no longer are, have any dealers in it. 'Cause they just left him high and dry. So when they started the other company, they was like, yeah, no, he can't come with us. And then he is again doing business with a guy from high school that he don't even fuck with like that. They hated each other in high school. They was like enemies. And which ultimately makes sense how when you see how things play out, and you could just see, I
And
think
it was so easy. They said he was so good of it. They said he was so good of a witness and a snitch, basically.
yeah, that they had never had anybody really cooperate like that. And it was unheard of where you would see people do that. And ultimately, too, what was the interesting thing is that, thinking back, I remember, when how everybody, I'm always skeptical of new things. Now, there's always this conversation that, they want everything to be digital. There's some places that don't even take cash, even out here. Like Tender Greens is a restaurant. They don't take money at all. It's like some stores that don't take money.
Yeah,
And
pandemic sped that up with the people feeling like it was like stuff.
Yeah, and also like how hard it was for you to even get coins during the pandemic. Like I don't have laundry in house. It would be hell, trying to wash my clothes during the pandemic. Because like even going to the banks, like the banks wasn't giving out coins like that.
Oh, damn.
It was, and I'm like, yo, not a problem if all the places like took cards or had a card where that you can go online and even load it. No big deal. Like, yeah, but I'm gonna need for y'all to move quicker so we can be solution based. Because I hate the fact that even on my property, I'm like, I have to go and get coins. So when I do go to the laundromat, I'll be like, okay, let me take an extra 20 so I can get, put this in this bag. But ultimately, I think what was weird was that because I remember seeing those ATMs, like there was one in the mall. I don't know if it was for that company, but like a legit company that had an ATM where you can convert, get your Bitcoin money out. And I'm just always skeptical when it comes to stuff like that. NFT.
And it was so funny that the dude Ray Trapani was so much of an asshole.
He was too fucking smug. It was just like the entitlement. It's
when he stole that dude's real Bitcoin money too. When he was like, the dude was trusting him and like kind of maybe gave him his password accident. And he said, I sat there, looked at all this stuff and just took his money. I'm like, that was the dude's legit Bitcoin. It wasn't even nothing illegal with that Bitcoin he had got.
It's some people, you want to think that a place like hell exists, but I'm not sure if a place like that really even exists. But man, you be hoping they get fucked up here.
Oh man, most
because
definitely.
It doesn't make sense. But here's the crazy thing. Ultimately, like he threw the other business partner, the guy from high school, under the bus, and even like how he made him. Oh, we sent him to Singapore to meet with the people that wanted to invest in our company because I'm not going out the country and getting caught up in scamming. Like he already knew, and he just really don't give a fuck about nobody but himself. Isn't that what is that, narcissism?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm like, because people sometimes use narcissism too, just like
in the wrong way, in the wrong time.
Yeah,
just because somebody do you dirty don't mean they're a narcissist.
Yeah, I was like, no, I don't think that's what that is. But people use trauma bond incorrectly too. They think it's, and I want to set the record straight. It's a person with a trauma bond. Somebody is an abuser. It's not two people connecting over trauma and sharing experiences. That's not what a trauma bond is. But anyway, I digress. Ultimately, you see that there's a level of privilege that's there. And I think that's the most infuriating part, because for him just to be like, well, I wasn't going to do this and I wasn't doing that. I mean, we tried to go legit, but then we just going to keep going on. We're going to kill the CEO that we made up.
Yes. Oh, that's an important part. So the CEO, they figured that because they were only 24, I think, or 25, they put an older white gentleman on their website and made him the CEO president. He was just a random dude. They just Googled old white man.
Yeah, and he was a professor. And he's like a professor in
Canada.
In Canada. And then stole somebody else's credentials off of LinkedIn.
and just put them in. No, they just made up those credentials.
Yeah, no, I thought that they had stole somebody else's work history.
Oh, okay.
That's what it was. So then they created this thing like the LinkedIn profile and all of that.
Yeah, he has his own LinkedIn profile. And people are really legitimately like, yeah, I know what was his name, George. I know George, and people are like, yeah, he's supposed to been in the industry all these years. He's awesome. And I'm like, wow, people really lie to themselves and want to be on the hype train.
And then ultimately, how they get found out is it's a guy from like the New York Times that's like investors like, I want to look into this Bitcoin thing. And then he came across them and then was investigating and then kind of sounding the alarm about it because like a lot of the stuff, like you said, it was not adding up. And the crazy thing is that, you know,
they got a lot of celebrities, like mostly black celebrities to endorse their stuff too, though. And the ones that Floyd Mayweather, DJ Khaled, Rick Ross. It was like a whole bunch of people like they're just trying to get a cash grab. That's all your cash grabbing entertainers. They was down with these cats.
Yeah, and I think they all had to pay that money back or pay a fine or something for that.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, that's what they said. Because that was the whole thing. Because even at one point, I'm trying to think. I don't know if it was. It clearly wasn't that company, but it was another company. Like them Kardashians got caught up in that. Like Scott Disick got caught up, and I remember them saying something about
one of those Bitcoin companies.
And they like are talking like they're like trying to be so legit. They have a Slack board where all the people that have invested in like different members, or where they can communicate with people, get stuff together. And I was
dang, Floyd Mayweather was in this one too. The other one that Kim got jammed up in. Floyd Mayweather got caught in that one too.
Yeah, I'm like, you know, he not, you know, that book smart and not really reading and not understanding it. Like I'd be interested to know because, and I'm gonna assume because he moves with so much cash, how much money that he
300,000.
He loses.
Yeah.
Because he come in sacks with like a duffel bag, a Louis duffel bag, a backpack full of money. It's just dropping. Yeah.
So yeah, he had multiple companies he was messing with the crypto stuff.
Like you said, quick cash grabbing people. The power, that's the power of you know, influence, celebrity influence. And so yeah, he was caught up in that. I thought 50 Cent was caught up in something too. Oh,
so I'm looking here. It says Mayweather and Khaled agreed to pay. This is for the case we're talking about, the company ICO. They had an agreement to pay $300,000 in disgorgement and a $300,000 penalty and $14,775 in prejudgment interest. Khaled had to pay $50,000 in disgorgement and $100,000 penalty and $2,725 in prejudgment interest. Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, this wasn't even worth it because they all had to end up taking an L. Especially Mayweather had to come out an extra $300,000 because I only think they gave him like $300,000, didn't they?
Oh, they didn't say what the amount was.
Right. No, they said that because they said he settled for an amount and shares of the coin. Because remember, the dude even like, yeah, Floyd Mayweather wasn't that smart, so we just offered him some cash and some equity in the thing. We were cool. But what's funny is, I don't know if you tripped off of when they went to Korea, and the Koreans knew that they were scamming, and it was like, we'll invest, but we want to be in on the scam.
Yeah.
I started thinking, I was like, I wonder how many companies, outside country companies, invest into scams knowing that they're the scam in the US, or even US companies doing it in other countries, knowing it's a scam and knowing that if it go down, they ain't gonna be no culpability because they're not in the country.
Yeah, I don't know, and maybe, but see, I don't know if they fully said that the people knew it was a scam. They said that it didn't work. They was gonna edit the video to make it look like it worked, but they
remember the company didn't even exist for real. They couldn't Google it. Remember, that's why I thought they knew it was a scam.
No, they Googled it. It came up, but it wasn't like that much information on them or something. But they had said they edited the video and they said they were still going to invest in it, but they still had deliverables that they had to provide to them. It was a mess. It was a mess, y'all. Ultimately, the Indian boy that was a part of it ends up because the white boy snitches and just like literally, like when we say sing, he was singing, he wrote the notes, he played the piano, everything. And because he snitched, he didn't get no time. They said time served.
Sure.
But then the Indian boy got
Dude had to do like, didn't he have to do a
a
gang
year.
of he did no, he did no, he went to rehab. He said, well, 14 times or something.
Yeah, but like honestly, like the other dudes that was talking about like the commentary, he gonna scam again and he gonna get caught up in something.
And he buying a house and everything now, said he ain't got no money.
And got married, had a baby. He had the girl had the baby the day he got sentenced, or lack thereof sentence.
I mean, it was amazingly shown. No black person could have got away with this.
No, none. Okay. And you see,
Not
like
one.
I said, you see they threw the other boy in jail for 8 years.
The darker brother.
Sure did.
Bitconned.
Because he was
Y'all
not
definitely
there.
gotta check that out.
Y'all got to. Just know y'all gonna be
Oh,
on.
no wonder it's good. No wonder it was so good. I think it's my guy that did okay, no. I was wondering because the guy that did that, Rob Cohen did it. He did Bitconned, or produced it, I think. And he's done a lot of movies in his past and everything. So, but yeah, definitely check out Bitconned. Definitely worth you all checking it out. All right, you got to explain to me this tunnels thing.
Okay.
So I'm gonna let you take the floor.
Because nobody talking about it for real.
Okay.
Across my Twitter feed comes a video of
This ain't gonna be like this ain't fake like the
same.
the alien thing in Miami.
No, it is literally, you see the cops are raiding a synagogue, and you see people fleeing, they tussling with the cops, all of that. I'm like, chaos, not my business. I'm gonna watch. Okay, I'm watching. If ain't got shit to do with me, I'm gonna check it out briefly. So ultimately, what they found out was that this synagogue had all these tunnels, like these hidden tunnels, and they're trying to figure out like where they lead, and how they found the tunnels was that they got tipped off from a guy that felt like he was hearing people in his house, though they were not in his house. Yes. So that's how they found the tunnels.
So so they're going up under his house, basically.
I'm guessing up under his house, like they were like over. I think they said they were over they were 50 feet, and then or was it 50 tunnels?
New York. This is in New York.
And this is in Brooklyn, by the way, Crown Heights. And so they led to all these places, like it led to like this women's quarter somewhere. And I don't know if 7, like the numbers, like I don't know if that meant that was like a building or it was another part of the building, but they're saying that they built these tunnels because when COVID happened and you had to social distance and you couldn't be in these places, they shut it down to stop the spread. They said that they were sneaking to commune together. That's what they're saying. In this clip, you also see one of the church goers, synagogue goers, climbing out, and it's like it like leads to like the street, and he hop up. Somebody try to grab him. He like juke him, and then he run. Yeah, they arrested like a lot of people, and so now they're investigating now. But I'm trying to understand like why in these panels it was like a soul mattress though.
Really?
Mm-hmm. You'll see it when you drop the clip in. But this is an ongoing investigation. I'm not saying anything because y'all not about to attack us. We are just reporting the news or
This
lack
is a
thereof.
weird thing. Like what
It's
is
really
going on?
it's really weird because yesterday I saw this on my timeline. I didn't see anything reported about it. Really, you don't see it on the front of like any news. And then when I looked at it again and then Googled it, like reports had just come up only a few hours ago about it. It was yeah.
So
Yeah, so
nobody
nine
knows
arrested is nine arrested after secret tunnel found at Chabad headquarters in Brooklyn. I thought it was 10.
So they don't even know. So they don't even know where these tunnels are necessarily going. Even they trying to figure that out now because they're trying to seal them up or something, right?
Yeah, they was
It
trying to
says-
seal them, and then they was trying to prevent them from sealing them up. Like, doesn't that mess up? I'm just thinking of the episode of King of the Hill. Like, please don't laugh at me. Please don't laugh. But I'm thinking of this episode of King of the Hill where Dale had dug this tunnel under Hank's house and Hank fell through the kitchen floor because he had took out the joist. So I'm thinking about foundation and support immediately, on top of the soiled mattress. And 2 violations were issued, failing to obtain a certificate of operation for the place of assembly and failing to provide access to inspect the sprinkler main shut off valve at the time of the inspection. Yeah. Yeah. So it's an ongoing thing. And they said the 9 men which were between the ages of 19 and 21 were charged with criminal mischief and reckless endangerment. One was also 10, and one was also charged with obstruction of governmental administration. And so it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And even how they're like reporting it, like it is like completely different from.
But these tunnels look like they've been there for a minute.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, if they're saying, like I said, there's the tunnel. It says, look, tunnel. One of the tunnels was reportedly stretched from the Mikvah building to the women's portion of 770, which is, I guess, the address. So it's maybe a block of stuff. But I'm just trying to understand how they said others. According to the Crown House info, the tunnels were made in the past 6 months in effort to expand 770. Other reports suggest that the tunnels were dug by the yeshiva men during COVID, during the after they were locked out of 770.
Dang. This is, man. Yo, man, people like y'all really.
Yeah, it is. It is strange.
Yeah.
Oh, the headquarters, the Chabad Lubavitch headquarters released a statement. They said the Chabad Lubavitch community is pained by the vandalism of a group of young agitators who damaged the synagogue below the Chabad headquarters at 770 Eastern Parkway Monday night. I'm sorry, not insidious. Sorry. Actions will be investigated, and the sanctity of the synagogue will be restored thanks to the NYPD Blue for their professionalism and sensitivities. But okay, who y'all pay y'all? Because how y'all thanking them when they was coming through and was trying to seal the
So I could have
fill the shit up? So I'm like, who cut the check?
checks have been cut to that NYPD relief fund in the 9/11 fund that they probably had. They get those checks got cut.
Because I'm like, somebody said, what exactly are these tunnels for? Is it for transplanting black market goods, human trafficking? 2024 is starting off wild. And I normally don't read stuff that people with the flag and they comment, like they profile name and all that shit. I don't read that shit.
The I Only Listen to 90s Music podcast is a show for 80s babies who were 90s kids. If you were a No Limit soldier, then this is your show. If you believe that Cash Money is not an army but was a Navy, this is the show for you. If you and your friends ever tried to sing a song written by Escape, In Vogue, Shy, or Voiced Men at a talent show during middle school, this is your show. The I Only Listen to 90s Music podcast is a bunch of 80s babies talking about all the songs and things that we loved when we were kids and teenagers. So if you went to the skating rink and you were at a lock-in, this is the show for you. If you think that Tevin Campbell was the original Prince of R&B, this is the show for you. If you don't understand the conflict between Monica and Brandy, but you're kind of on Monica's side and understand why Brandy got punched, this is the show for you. Make sure that you tune in, subscribe, click the little subscribe link. We're here. We're going to talk about all things 90s music. This is the show for you.
Because y'all racism saying weird shit.
I mean, mentioning racism.
Yeah, but I mean, everybody is like, okay, what the fuck are y'all doing? And like I said, I think it's just getting to the point where people are getting fucking tired of the bullshit.
Well, also, I heard somebody say a dope quote the other day that is not that they don't believe in karma, they believe in probability. And what they meant by it was
listening to Durand?
To who?
I was like, was you listening to Duran Bernard? Because he got a song where he was saying like he don't believe in karma. It was something else that he.
No.
I'm like, say that shit. Here's that soiled mattress.
Yeah, it's just randomly down there. Maybe that's the thing to help people get know the.
I don't know, but watching that, you know what? Watching that fundamentalist documentary. If y'all ever get a chance, and it's a lot to take in, but that's this fundamentalist documentary on Netflix, and I can't think of the name, but I think they go by like LFD or LDFs or something, or fails or something. And in that church, they had a room where it was like a mattress where they was doing inappropriate stuff in that church.
Yeah, because the thing with the karma thing is what he meant by probability to speak on that. It was that if you keep doing fuck shit, you have a more probability to get jammed up from doing it.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much that's like the dude Ray from Bitconned. It'll get him. Yeah, he did like you really learn your lesson. Okay, shit, I really got off because I really could have did some hard time. Or you just go bask in your privilege and see what else you can do. Yep,
this probability that he's gonna get jammed up again is high.
Yeah.
Mentioning racism, Dr. Claudine Gay, president of Harvard, was ousted, or no, she was pushed out. She resigned as the president of Harvard because of her comments and because of and this is super bogus, and I'm gonna relate it into something else in a second, but plagiarism. Now, when people see plagiarism, it's not plagiarism like you think when somebody just copied your paper and turned it in. It was that she didn't cite correctly in certain places throughout, but they went back and got it. They took like a chat GTP thing and like they went and found all the stuff that she didn't source correctly. And the dude is Christopher Rufo. You can suck a dick, dog, because you and all these other conservative people try to y'all don't like anyone diverse in positions of power because you all say it's critical race theory, or you say you don't want to see DEI. This whole white people are just not just white people, but conservatives particularly, they love saying DEI, wokeness. they are the greatest co-opter of other people's languages and then try to flip it as a negative.
Yep.
That's why we can never let them have the word nigga. They can never get it, even if we wanted, because they'll co-opt it and change it into something else. Instead of, like Pac said, never ignorant, getting goals accomplished, they'll change it to something else. But the Claudine Gay thing is even sadder because I was thinking about it. I was like, dang, it was like some simple shit she did like back in the day when she was getting her PhD and stuff and like writing papers. And it made me think of, you watched The Wire, right? No, you didn't, Nick.
Listen. Let me say this.
Okay.
I am going to visit it because
this line I'm going to tell you one is the top 5 line of what I'm going to tell you right here.
Okay, and sidebar, I want you to know that this is how much my dude loves me because he gave me the DVDs, his DVDs to borrow years ago. And I couldn't get past the first episode, but he said the first episode was really slow. He was like, you low key. He said, you low key can skip it and go to the second episode. But he was like, it's
some gems in that first episode. Like when he gave that first scene in there, when he was talking to, he was like, man, that's messed up, man. Cause they was talking about that kid being killed. And he was like, yeah, he robbed a dice game every time. And he was like, really? And y'all let him get away with it? He's like, yeah, it's America. And they were like saying it's bogus and somebody ended up killing him, even though he robbed the dice game every time. They's like, but that's what he do. This is America. Like, this is what he does. That's just a part of the thing what we do.
I'll watch it.
It's a line Avon Barksdale, Wood Harris's role. He's going to see his older brother that is in a convalescence home.
It's kind of hard to be in here right now. He scare you, don't he? I mean, I'm just saying. He scares me. Yeah. See, if he dead, I could carry it better. Coming up to what we did, you kind of expect that. You waiting on it. See, the thing is, you only got to fuck up once. Be a little slow, be a little late, just once. And how you ain't gonna never be slow, never be late? You can't plan for no shit like this, man. It's life.
He's gonna get caught because because be there too early or too late or too anything. And he's like, how any nigga not gonna not be never late or not be there too early? This game is messed up. And this is the situation I figure when they want to get you is what my point. And the point what Avon was saying, when they want to get you, they gonna get you.
Yeah.
And what this is, like, it was so much petty stuff. They was waiting for a moment. A lot of these conservatives don't even care about what's going on, the Jews and Palestinians like that anyway. And they low key have their issues with Jewish people as well, and they use it as an opportunity because, like, she was too early or she was too late. We got you. Now let's keep on hammering in on that because we want to get your ass. And that's what I'm saying about that is how it relates to what Avon was saying. I'm gonna put the clip in because I know I butchered it. I'm gonna put the clip in of what Avon is saying.
The man that was spearheading that campaign,
Christopher Ruffalo.
Yes, they caught his wife up in some plagiarism shit where it was like real legit, like over 200 times.
Yeah. And Claudine's was 16 times. But it was not for when they say plagiarism, it's not plagiarism. It's not citing your things correctly. That's what they mean in the academic world when you're talking about, because people think plagiarism, like we said earlier, oh, I just took your paper and just took all 10 of them pages,
right,
and represented as mine.
And all they probably did was went and like, because like I know now that they have to. I know at Webster they do this. They make you upload your paper to something,
and then they can scan it and see.
Yeah, and then because I know whatever it was, I know my little sister got caught up, and they was trying to say she plagiarized something, but it was like her other paper had came up because I'm guessing there was some course that she had to like retake. She was like, "Shit, I'm going to use my other paper," And so it was something like that. But even when I was like, and I know so much has changed as citing sources, because I, you know, from when we was in school, and I was helping my coworker. She because English is like her second language, but she did grow up in America, but it's still, you know, like that disconnect, because you know. And so I was
if you
like,
live in a community where they only speak Spanish, then you don't learn English.
And so her trying to translate, I was like, okay, well, you don't need this, don't say this. And so I was like marking her paper up for her. And then I was like, okay, so why did you, I was like, I want to understand, why did you cite this like this, knowing that it's one thing to say where you got it from, but then you like, this says this. I'm like, are you doing MLA or APA format? Because I do know that it's different. And so it didn't look like she was doing APA based on how it was printed out. So I didn't know, but I was like, okay, look, I'm gonna say you said according to this website, this or whatever, but then you have all the places like on your source page, you know, and I'm like, but don't quote me, but I would ask your teacher about that. I'm like, because I don't want to get you in trouble. But I just.
But when they want to get you, they want to get you, man. Yeah. And it's sad, you know, that is this way with it. But we gotta be on point when it comes to understanding, knowing, and then a part of me is come to the conclusion that we just gotta educate our own people on our history.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Y'all don't want to teach us in school with fuck it. Then it's our responsibility to teach us about who we are amongst each other.
Yeah,
because if they don't give a fuck about us on that extent to educate them, and y'all so pressed about it, cool. I'm just coming there for my degree, and we just need to educate each other on what our history is all about.
Yeah, and also I mean, on top of those classes, it's not like we be the ones saying a lot of us know. We know how brutal and stuff and all this stuff, like the reality of what really happened. It don't even really be us in them classes. It'd be white people and others. You know, trying to get a better understanding of what's happening and the disconnect that's there. And I just, like I said, I'm waiting for it to all burn.
Man, I'm telling
you. Let it burn, like Usher said. Let it burn. Let the bodies hit the flow. Like, I'm over it. Like, and then what I mean by that is, I'm happy to be alive. I'm happy to be here. But at some point, it's like, we just are so like, oh, that's just the way it is. Like, I'm tired of it's just the way it is.
And you know, and I'm not, this may sound cynically and fucked up, but another part of me be like, fuck it all, because y'all not gonna get the shit y'all like from us as black people, and then don't want to get all the other flavor of who the fuck we are, period.
Yeah.
So part of me be like, fucking divest all our shit and like, all right, fucking basketball, football, acting, whatever the fuck it is, just because we fucking make this country the flavor of the fuck it is. That's it. That's facts. Yes. America is made by the black. We've been here just as long or longer than most white people in this country. Yeah, we've fought in every war this country has been through. We've done everything. We've given it the flavor. We the reason that we ain't whack.
Yeah,
we the reason.
Cause that's for sure.
Look, I'm gonna tell you, and I know somebody gonna get in the comments because I know already. I'm gonna that they're gonna be like, well, I mean, no, every other country imitates Black America. Every other country does. Ain't nobody imitating Taylor Swift. Let's keep it real.
They're not.
And she got Swifties. She got her fans.
We like Swifties. Like, listen.
Yeah. But I'm talking about the whole style.
Listen. I'm keeping it safe. No attacks. Singing the song.
Oh, my bad. No Swifties. I'm sorry, Swifties. Yeah. No, I wouldn't admit that. I didn't. You know what? I may have to cut that part out. Actually,
right. I'm like, listen. I can't.
Hey, hold on. As much slander
stuff about 1989 or whatever the name of the album.
As much slander stuff we say on this show. Now we want to draw the line at the Taylor Swifties.
You motherfuckers be going too hard, man. I can't. Okay.
But you know what? Somebody would say that's how the Beyonce fans are too.
Listen, we're not like that. I'm not like that. But listen. Do I have a real demanding the visuals? Absolutely. But also, I want y'all to know I ordered that damn box before we even knew what the fuck was happening. And I can tell you one thing. My box never came. Somebody stole that shit. So yeah, you better believe I'm asking for the damn visuals. Yeah. And then they didn't even replace PayPal. See, this is why, you know, I'm a person that orders through PayPal because of the extra layer of security, because you could just file it online. I ain't got time to call my bank. I bank with Commerce. And even my credit union, it don't give you the option to like dispute a charge if something doesn't happen, you know. So PayPal, if I can order through PayPal, I order through PayPal for that extra layer of protection. Not like the mother niggas that be scamming. Anyway, with that being said, no, I tell you, I sent outreach several times to Beyonce. Beyonce ain't hit me back and say, girl, I'm gonna send you another box. Like, no, it was not that. Niggas took hella to get back to me. I said, fuck it, I'm gonna have to dispute it. Man, PayPal didn't even investigate that shit. They said, here your money, sis. Like right away. I'm like, really? Can somebody know? They had to have ordered extra, but I did not want my money. I wanted my box. And my sister, being the great big sister that she is, gave me her box, man.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, she gave me her box. She's like, I don't really like this because it was 4 boxes. And so we both picked 4. And I was like, that's her favorite number. It's number of completion or something, or maybe it's 8. I don't fucking know. But we picked 4. We love the number 4. And she's like, titties out. And her aunt's like, woo! And my sister's like, I don't like this shirt. So she gave me the box and the CD.
Oh, man. Shout out to Neil, man.
Yeah. I was like, that's what big sisters do. But anyway, don't come for us, Swifties.
Yeah, the Swifties. No, don't. But I'm saying our flavor for this country comes from us. And yo, I'm getting tired of y'all wanting that part of who we are as Black people, but not wanting to get all the aspects of who we are as a diaspora, period.
And not acknowledging it. I think what needs to happen is that Atlanta episode. The Atlanta episode
where they found out who the owners of everybody's owners, and you had to pay back.
Mm-hmm. But that's what they're afraid of that. But see, we're not even.
You know, they're even more afraid of, Dom. What if you already got money and then you go to get some more money from somebody? That's what they're really fearful of, especially like some of those people in those podunk towns. They fearful that some rich Black tycoon from Sacramento gonna roll into Arkansas playing Make It Last Forever and come and get the little bit of land they got left.
Right.
And treat them how they think they're the fear of what they think
that's what they're afraid of. Like, honestly, I think they're afraid that we're gonna put them in chains and skin them and make them into chairs and rip their teeth out and, you know, use their babies as alligator bait. We're not even trying. We just like, yo, like, we just be asking y'all to leave us the fuck alone, and y'all just can't leave us the fuck alone. Like, we can't rest in our own homes. Like, y'all say little passive aggressive weird shit, and like the little this like bitch that work in the office next door to mine, like that shares an office with like the one of the CFOs, right? She be coming and saying shit and how she talk, and I just be like, I don't say nothing to you ever. You always got something to say. For the first, and let me tell you, I'll give you a little history. I got promoted about 6 months into my job, and you did not. And that was in 2019, April of 2019. And I'm still at this company. Yeah, that bitch just started speaking to me last year.
Oh wow!
I don't trust you. I'll burn the candle. She's like, I can smell your candles. I was like, what does it smell like? Oh, I'm smelling like. So I go into the office and I'm like, yeah, that's not my candle. I was like, you're smelling. I said, what you're smelling is the cold throw when the candle is not lit. I'm like, you're smelling amber, you're smelling vanilla, and you're actually smelling the Talia candle that the company produces that Jeff has all over the office. No, I'm smelling like citrusy floral. I'm like, that's not mine.
Well, she's trying to charge you up saying you shouldn't have candles in the office.
She was like, can you put it out? And I was like, you're not smelling my candle. And I'm like explaining her. I was like, I make candles and I'm telling you what's happening. And that's on you. But listen, She came in yesterday. Doesn't this just look really cold or whatever? And I was like, huh? It was like I said, oh yeah, it kind of looks like a pajama top. And she's like, yeah, in this climate, because it's so cold, like this color, like just looks. Why are you talking to me? I hate small talk. What you want?
Let's move on.
Let's move on. You listen. The only reason you should be talking to me is like, okay, you trying to get promoted again or whatever. If you ain't got no money, you ain't talking nothing for me. Okay, get on. I'm over it, and I'm just tired. I don't like literally on the episode of Whiskey Sour where I'm talking to my homeboy that went to rehab. He's talking about I just could not imagine or fathom the stress that y'all go through on a daily as Black people. He's like, and I don't understand why white people, other people have an issue with y'all. Is it? I'm like, is the regalness, is the way that we carry ourselves, all these things that we're capable of doing, and it's intimidating to some people, to a lot of people, because to them it doesn't make sense. So they think we like are the freaks of nature.
You gotta think about it. As much shit as we've been through as a culture, and motherfuckers still come out here stunting on people.
Listen,
they're still coming out here, feel like we still own the goddamn building. You know what I'm saying?
And all we asking for is our 40 acres and a mule. And y'all are up in arms about this, like we are not deserving of something, as if it makes the status quo less valid and all these different things, and it's going to shift the. I'm like, well, everybody knows that in order to get the economy going, like we have to pump back into it, and that's the least that y'all can do. Half the motherfuckers gonna blow it anyway.
Mm-hmm. The economy might get stabilized off of that.
Yeah.
What they say, what Black people, if came together, Black Americans came together with how much money we spend, I think they said we'd be like the 13th or 14th GDP country in the world.
Wow.
It's something crazy like that.
I mean, when we get paid, it takes us a few hours for it to even leave our neighborhoods. Mm-hmm. Like,
in other neighborhoods, it takes a couple, maybe sometimes, I think Jewish neighborhoods.
For the Jewish people, it takes a couple years.
Yeah.
Because they shop local. Think about what's in our neighborhoods. Even if it is a liquor store, we don't be owning that shit. The check cashing place ain't owned by Black people.
Mm-hmm.
So you even though it appears that way, but you're not.
Yeah. And it's all set up by design, man, and it's part of capitalism at the same time,
It's a lot of unlearning that people don't want to do. And once you understand the system and how it works, like I was even watching this video about mortgages and all this stuff and how the banks get you. And, like on a 30-year fixed mortgage and why you shouldn't do that. Mm-hmm. And the interest, the amount of interest that's on that, and then they get you to refinance it.
Yep.
And now you're trapped in another mortgage. And now you got this house that you probably, and they even said, like, if you don't feel like you're gonna stay in a house 10 years or more, we don't recommend that you buy. Mm-hmm. If you're a person that likes change, all this stuff to move around, do not buy a house you need to rent. And so once we start understanding the processes and all these different things, like houses are not $20,000, though you can buy a house for $10,000 on the north side in St. Louis, or maybe even $1, but you got to have a capital to show
put money into it.
But we have to really start looking for all these other avenues. Is everybody going to be Warren Buffett and have millions and trillions of dollars? No. Mm-mm. But to be able to live a comfortable life, and these also holding these companies accountable, like, bitch, why are you telling me this is a senior level position job and you paying me $30,000? Mm-hmm. Like this, and then you look at the description and it's like a job for like 3 or 4 people. I'm not about to burn myself out. I'm not doing it. I'm not about to burn myself out doing that type.
What's up, y'all? This is RVS.
This is ROD, aka Rated R.
And we are the We Coming For You cast. And we talk about pro wrestling from a Black dude's perspective. Tell them what they can expect on this here podcast.
Oh, we gonna give you all the raw and dirty and the everything black from AEW, WWE, Impact Wrestling, and any other wrestling in between. If you want your wrestling unfiltered, uncensored, and you want it raw, you need to subscribe to the We Come For You cast.
Right here on SOLC Network.
Labor and not being compensated for it. And even if it was, I'm not doing that. y'all keep cutting, trying, oh, we gotta cut costs, we gotta do this. Okay, you know what? Cut that motherfucking CEO's costs.
Real quick.
I'm tired of every year. We got a bonus 1 year. And I've been at this company for like what, 4 or 5 years almost. And y'all listen, I'm tired of getting blankets for Christmas. I don't need no more candles. Blankets. I got my own business. Listen, the motherfucker, the CEO, I'm trying to sneak out the Christmas party. I ain't want to go anyway. Because I don't like how they do the Christmas, the raffles and shit. I don't like it. Don't make me tiptoe, don't make me tap dance for an extra raffle ticket. You want me to fucking karaoke. Bitch, are you going to give me karaoke liquor? No, you're not. So I'm not doing the shit. So I'm trying to sneak out. I'm like, all right, I'm over this shit. I got to go home. I'm trying to take me and the dog home, right? I saw them blankets and I saw them I said, let me get the fuck up out of here. Ooh. Here comes the CEO. You want a blanket and a candle? No, but I would like an additional couple $1,000s in my account for a bonus.
They can help me out.
And I was like, thanks, sure, why not? And I said, actually, you should talk to Jeff because I have my own candle company and Jeff loves my product and Jeff is the CFO. So
y'all could have bought from me.
I'm like, y'all. He said, I can't smell these candles when I burn them. Like, yeah, shot black motherfucker.
All right, we're gonna move the colorism thing next week. But we got the last topic.
I feel like it would have been perfect talking about what we're talking about because we ain't got to stay on it long.
Okay, let's go. Forget it. Okay. Let's go. So you brought it up, so bring it up. Go ahead.
Okay. So I stumbled across this clip. I guess Mary had a reality show or has a reality show, and was it Erica?
Yeah,
I think it's Erica. Yeah, Erica's daughter is a darker skinned, bigger girl, and she's not even that big. She probably just bigger than the kids in her class.
Mm-hmm. And that's gonna come off of her. She when she becomes like a more of a girl.
Teenager. We things happen. Mm-hmm. And ultimately, she's sharing with her mom her experience and what's happening like at school when they hang out. You know how the boys don't want to talk to her. They always talk to the lighter skinned girls. It's almost as if she doesn't exist. And her mom is trying to say, oh, she's like, am I ugly? Or she's like, no, you're not ugly. But kind of gaslights her experience, like this little girl's experience. And Daryl's going to drop the clip in right here.
Yeah.
You're not the fat friend, Chris.
I noticed that I'm left out. When other guys and talk to them, I'm left out. I'm left to the side. And I think that's why.
Guys talk to you.
It's different. It is.
And do you think it has something to do with your size?
Absolutely. I know it is. I'm not saying that no guys want chubby girls. I'm just saying that that's personally me.
But I don't think that's the case. I think that's the way you're saying it.
Because it's not that I'm ugly or am I ugly?
No.
Why would she ask me that? Why would she ask me, am I ugly? I'm your mama. I only see beauty in your eyes.
My size is
no, baby. You're gorgeous. And look at this face. This is my face. It's brown. It's a combination.
That's something too. A lot of the guys like light skin girls.
Like what?
A lot of the guys like light skin girls. Look at our family. Look at the family. You and Dad, light skin, dark skin. Auntie and Uncle Ted, light skin, dark skin. Auntie Lena and Uncle Des, light skin, dark skin. The only two dark skin families is Auntie Lisa, Uncle Errol, and Nana and Grandpa.
That's still two. It's not. Look at all these beautiful brown women in the world. Look at Gabrielle Union. She's brown,
wait,
gorgeous, amazing husband. Look at Kelly Rowland, beautiful. Like, these are beautiful brown women everywhere.
I know, but Mom, think about
all
it,
around you.
You're light skin, so you don't really know exactly how it feels, you know?
Go ahead.
So, as y'all can see, like the girl's just really trying to understand like what's going on, and her mom isn't the same complexion as her, so I don't think she really gets what's happening here because she can't relate to it. And I sent this clip to you because I was just like, oh wow, this is it's something that always like is at the forethought of me, you know, when I enter certain spaces too, because I've been that person that's like, oh, I think you're a cute girl, you know, but you too dark, you know, you're not light enough, and like right now I can pass the brown paper bag test in the wintertime, but in the summer they're gonna be like, oh, you can't come in Jack and Jill, you know what I mean, or whatever. So I definitely empathize with this girl, and colorism is a real thing that really truly exists. And you said that Xander's experience is like polar opposite.
Mm-hmm. Them girls, them little girls, like she last year, she was getting bullied a lot last year, at school. And she didn't know what happened, what it was. I realized it when I went on the school field trip.
Okay.
And I saw the dynamic and I was like, it hit me right then. I know exactly why they pick on her. Because she's the lightest little girl in the class.
Okay.
Her daddy's around. Her daddy be hanging out, kicking it. I'm on the field trip. He's like, dang, it must be nice. And your daddy here to buy you stuff while we here at the zoo. You know, and I hear them talking to her, and I'm in the back, but you know, I'm on the door. I can hear Jack. You know what I'm saying? Like just cause these little kids think they whispering. I'm listening to y'all. That's why I try to leave them little girls like 4 or 5 times in the bathroom. Like when they went to the bathroom, I just left them. Them like the girls, like Xander told me the girls that's bullying her. Oh, I had them going up and down all around up in that park. But I realized, I was like, oh, I saw exactly what the dynamic was and what was going on, because I've seen this happen to other girls.
It happens on both ends of the spectrum.
Yeah, it happens on both ends of the spectrum.
It sucks because we perpetuate certain things that were put in play to divide us, and we're still doing it today. And I think that's the frustration, because I just remember being a kid, and I was about Xander's age when my mom, and you know my mama, like, and you know my daddy, like, you know, yeah, okay, he does, you know, taught me at a very, very young age about colorism, and you know, taught me that there will be people that will mistreat me based on my appearance, based on, at that time, I had really long hair, and the way that I spoke, the way that we dressed, all of that stuff. And I would get picked on about that. Not really in elementary school. And thank God that we had that conversation in elementary school. But when I got to middle school and high school, I knew how to navigate those spaces because I knew what it was. And I feel like when I look back over even how people were kind of like clicked off, like my friends, the majority of my friends, like they might have been my color or darker. I have maybe one friend that was lighter complected, you know, complected. That's not a real word. Lighter complexion.
Yes.
But for the most part, like I stuff like that, like I always try to judge people not on their appearance, you know, being an Aquarius, you know, we're wholesome people, but you know, based on like how they fucking treat people, right? Because you know, it takes nothing to be a fucking decent human being. But ultimately, when it really kind of came into play when I started dating. I never really had girls really pick at me or say anything crazy. But when it came to dating, it was one of the things that I was very cognizant of. And it was just super. And what was crazy is that like I experienced a lot of it back home, but then when I came to LA, and I'm thinking it's so many different creeds of people that I wouldn't even have to worry about that anymore. And for sure, it was coming up all the time out here.
You
And so
thought
I
you left
tell
it in the
people,
Midwest.
nigga, I thought I left everything in the Midwest for sure. And people, you know, you can talk to, and I'm gonna say this. I want people to be clear, you know, because I don't want people to bash LA. There are a lot of transplants out here. So again, the black men that I don't know where they're from. I'm not going to say everybody was native to LA because I hung out in Hollywood a lot. So Hollywood definitely has a lot of transplants that are on the scene. But I was getting that a lot. And I literally had a guy tell me that, like in the club, like I think you pretty, but I don't date black girls. Like I don't date dark girls or whatever. And I was just like, nigga, we the same color. Like this is weird. But other people, they got their own other issues. But that's how I started dating interracially. Like I had to date interracially because I would be out and they would either talk to my super light friends, and I would just be kind. And then I gotta get the the lame friend that, you know, I'm like, man, like I don't like, I'm not talking to you. And I just be like, like, you know, acting shy or whatever. And you know that's not my personality. I'm like, I don't want to be like, get the fuck on, like change the energy.
I don't get the fuck on.
Yeah, but I literally, like, my first like relationship, I was dating an Italian soap star. Like he was on fucking Days of Our Lives. Like, you know what I mean? Like it was different. It was just a lot. And I knew that ultimately, like, I wanted to be with a black man. I wanted to have like black kids, and you know, but it was a process. Like I had been here since 2010, and I would have like random flings here and there. Like it was just like, oh, we just hooked up, but like nothing serious at all. And so, like I said, you see, I didn't meet my dude. Like I didn't meet him till like 2016.
Dang,
Like,
yeah. Dang, that's a minute.
That's a minute. It was a lot. It's a lot, but we see happiness, a real thing. Like it happens on jobs. We see it still happens in Hollywood. Hell, they didn't even invite the girl that played Celie in the remake to the Golden Globes. I think that was on her agent. That's on her agent people though. That's on the agents.
Okay.
I'm like, because how you got a film that's nominated and you don't got
the girl that plays the girl that plays
in The New Color Purple.
Oh, the younger one, played the younger version.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the original. I'm sorry. I was like, damn.
Yeah, and she was in there just as long because that movie was fucking long.
Yeah, I may not see that movie. I'm just gonna keep it.
But it is a real thing, and I hope it's something that we at some point could let go of, because I still hear like crazy things and interactions that are happening, you know, at some of our HBCUs. And you know,
this, you know what this pours into? That fucking fuck boy thing Nick Cannon was doing, that light skin versus dark skin thing on Goose.
Yep.
This
we be perpetuating, and mind you, he probably only had a baby by that dark skinned girl because people was calling him out about that. So he was like, here's some dick.
I need to have a dark. One of my babies need to be dark.
But still, it doesn't guarantee.
No, but I mean, at least I can say that one of them is dark, from a dark mother.
Yeah, that's it. It just sucks, and I hope that we can overcome that, because like all black is beautiful. You know, it is just definitely how you like move and, you know, and you carry yourself that make people ugly for real. And sometimes like there are people that I'm not gonna say probably. I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and I'm very well aware of that. But I fuck with who fuck with me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. But it doesn't make somebody inferior or superior to you because you know, because of their complexion. We gotta let it go. We gotta let it go. Because it's gonna hurt us. It hurts us more than anything. And we talk about divisiveness and all of that stuff and being able to come together. Well, coming together is letting that shit go. If the bitch is smart, she's smart.
Yeah. Plain and simple. You know what? We gonna have to table the Kwame Kilpatrick story.
I feel like that could be a full-on bonus episode.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, we gotta give that. We gotta give that full time because we gotta that. You know what? We're gonna record again later on this week.
Okay,
we gotta give that at least 30 minutes of just its own block, and I don't want to make this 2-hour episode.
Okay, so I'm okay with that. I feel like it's worth the full episode.
Yeah, no, but it needs its own
I
space.
sent you the link. That link that I sent you that said a lot of it was all this different stuff. And
just like we did Surviving Diddy, the first 2 Surviving Diddies were their own episode.
Yeah.
Kwame Kilpatrick, you next up on the solo episode. And I shout out to all my people in the D. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all
know what it is.
Yeah. Well, Dom, let everybody know I can hit you up at.
Y'all can find me at St. Angeles. St-Angeles.com. Click that candles tab, use your code Aquarius at checkout, and happy new year, y'all. We made it. It's gonna be our year.
Happy new year to everybody, man.
Yeah,
we appreciate y'all for real. Like we
talk about Tad Williams, but it's cool.
Yeah, I mean it's everywhere. I mean
it's everywhere, but it's just like, okay, I'm gonna close with this.
Yeah, go.
Y'all have to stop saying that Black people sell their souls when they reach certain levels of success. We don't see the groundwork that's happening. That's like when we blow up D. People be like, they didn't know. Y'all didn't see all the groundwork that we was being that was being laid in that process for us to get to that level. You know what I mean? So I want us to stop.
I might wear an Illuminati t-shirt. I might just start wearing it.
Okay, you control. You control if you want to. That's your party. But also I
might even do a whole video theme. Here, I'm heading to my Illuminati meeting, y'all. I'll let y'all know how it go.
I might have sucked some dick. And so we also we also have to start considering the why. I mentioned this on the last week's episode. I mentioned this on Just Posted. Consider the why, consider the source. We have to question things. And not on some conspiracy theorist type shit, but like really just question things like, okay, what is this person angry? Why are they sharing this information? Is there truth? Do we need to hear this other person's story? Y'all have to start investigating and doing the work because some people are really just bitter. And it's that simple. They just bitter. Peace.
Peace, y'all.